What is up, everybody? We are back here getting ready to kick off round 2 for the teens at Wildcat Off-Road Park. And then after that, we're going to have bouncers. So we're about halfway through the day-ish. We just got done wrapping up our youth section. Again, they were awesome to watch. Had some good racing. So, we still have a long, eventful day to go.
Yeah, we got about half our racing left, like Matt mentioned. Let me go ahead and give you guys a rundown from where things ended up on course 1 for the teen class. Brantley Havens had the fastest time with a 55, and then Jace Northington with a 60, Kaden Schaefer with a 69, and Sadie Ellison with a 70, and Maddy Darnell, unfortunately, with a DNF. So that was course 1. And we are just about ready to go to the starting line and let these guys kick off course 2 for our UTV teen class. And then after that, of course, we'll be running UTV Bounty, Bouncer, and Limited Bouncer.
Yeah, it's been a crazy racing already. So lots of rollovers, lots of leader changes. Again, it's incredibly crazy to see how today has unfolded so far.
And make sure, if you're watching on Facebook right now, we are about to switch over completely to YouTube for the rest of the racing action. So head on over to the Rock Racing TV channel on YouTube, and there should be a link in the comments for you. You guys can just click that. Head on over to YouTube for us.
What's up, Nikki and Ninja Pat? Appreciate everybody jumping in the live feed there. We have some very dedicated viewers on YouTube.
We sure do. Thank you guys for joining us. A lot of you have been in here all day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of racing to be part of with us. So thanks for joining us here on Hillside Live. If you are just tuning in, we are racing at Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstadt, Kentucky this weekend. This is race number 2 for the NRRA, and this weekend is presented by Amsoil, one of our new sponsors for this season.
Heck yeah.
So big thank you to them for coming on board, and to all of our sponsors for supporting us in the sport and helping us put on races like this.
Yeah, it's been an awesome day racing so far. Again, we're about halfway through the day. We still have the whole second course for the bouncers to go. So been kind of wild day. We've seen some guys that crazy rollovers. We've seen a couple guys flip and kind of flop over that we didn't think would have happened. We've seen our unlimited drivers, or our limited class, our new limited class, has done an amazing job. All those guys flew right up that hill. So shout out to all of our limited drivers. Had done an awesome job. Appreciate all those guys. And a lot of our newer drivers got some good seat time in, too, against some really rough courses. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to see how course 2 involves.
So let's head to the line and get started. Looks like we've got Sadie Ellison ready to start off course 2 for the teens.
Again, shout out to Ellison crew. They brought some shirts over last night for us. Put one in for me and the bouncer. Got some cool merch.
We just watched Nathan Ellison racing in our youth class. Now we've got Sadie here in the teen class. And then we had Cohen Ellison racing yesterday in the stock class.
Heck yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, apparently there was some miscommunication, and our fire crew / recovery crew was hanging out and was on the course, so we're running Sadie back down and let her rerun.
Yeah, I get, like Matt said, little miscommunication on where the drivers were going to be coming through and where our recovery needed to be posted up. So don't worry, we're sending Sadie back down. We're going to let her start that run over and make sure everybody is in their proper places on the course this time.
I know a handful of the bouncer drivers were up there kind of checking out the course, seeing what was happening, getting perspective on what they're going to do for round 2.
All right, Sadie, that was a good rehearsal, just like we talked about. Now it's time for the real thing.
I do like that Ellison Racing logo on the side there.
Yeah, looks good. Looks like Cohen's out there getting her backed into the starting gate. Got to give some props to Cohen Ellison, too, for self-recovering yesterday when he tipped the UTV over and was able to get it righted himself, get back in, and finish the run.
Yeah, that's definitely someone who doesn't skip leg day.
All right. Let's do this again for real this time. Sadie Ellison on the course. Up the Yukon Do It Hill. Part of it anyway. Making her way down Mickey Thompson Mountain. She's got to come over the Raceline rocks. Nicely done.
All right, going to get a first time. 64.444 for Sadie Ellison.
All right.
That was our first time of the UTV teen class.
Kaden Schaefer on the line now.
Ninja Pat said, "Yes, sir. It's like McDonald's. We're loving it."
Kaden Schaefer had a third place finish on course 1.
Getting dropping in there, taking his time on that downhill section, that Mickey Thompson Mountain.
All right, straight away to the finish. Nice. 67.016 for Kaden Schaefer. Jace Northington on the line now. This is Jace's second race ever. He raced with us for the first time at Winrock just a few weeks ago, where he pulled off a second place finish.
That's awesome.
And he also had a second place time on course 1 today.
Definitely ripping up that Yukon Do It Hill.
Yeah, this is a really good course for our teen class out here. You know, a lot of them are still kind of cutting their teeth in the full-size vehicles. They either came from the youth class with, you know, a 170 or a 200, and or if they maybe fall under our amateur category, then they're still just new to the sport, new to driving.
That's a 54.115. I'm sorry, 155 for Jace Northington.
Yeah, so this is a really good course for them to get some good seat time.
Yeah.
You know, they got the uphill, downhill, a little off camber over the Raceline rocks.
Yeah, and I like that. A little uphill, a little downhill. It gives you a little bit of everything. And, again, that full, complete course, to me, adds a little bit of spice. You have some fun. And again, the guys that really push that boundary going downhill, you can really kind of see that, and it shows on that time. So I really like it. It's a lot of fun, and Clyde does a great job of getting these courses all designed for everyone. And I'm sure that's hard to do when you're covering, 6 or 7 different classes now.
Yeah, and trying to make them not too hard, not too easy
yes.
for each class.
Yeah.
Clyde is the master of that for sure.
Got Maddy Darnell here taking off that race line starting gate.
Maddy had a little tough luck on course 1. That race, RCV Ridge, she got just a little off track on that and ended up on her side. A little flipped over. But she's already made it further than she did on course 1. She's got to turn and go up the Yukon Do-It Hill. There you go, Maddy. I see some of Maddy's fans and family cheering her on online here. Glad you guys could tune in with us here on Hillside Live. Oh, a little bit of a hard lick on that race line rock there.
That ground clearance is just not. Again, it's just such a brutal area there.
Let's see if she can maybe pick a little different line. Turn those tires just a little bit.
There we go.
Stay with it. There you go, Maddy. All right, she's just got a straightaway to the finish line now. .528. Well done, Miss Maddy Darnell. All right, Brantley Havens on the line now. He's going to wrap up our team class.
Brantley coming out that race line, starting to get hard and fast. Definitely trying to zip through here. Again, Brantley Havens, our first one to graduate from our youth program.
Brantley also had the top spot at Windrock for our season opener. He raced this buggy in stock class last season.
I believe so.
Yeah, so he's got a little seat time in it. And you can tell, man, he is really flying around this course. Let's see what that time is.
That's going to be fast. That's a 53.972. Is that our fastest time, Brady?
That is our fastest time.
Wow.
All right, guys, let me go ahead and give you that rundown from course 2 of the teen class. Brantley Havens had the fastest time with a 53, followed by Jace Northington with a 54. Sadie Ellison with a 64, Kaden Schaefer with a 67, and Maddy Darnell with a 98. Well done to our teen class for everybody finishing course 2. They did a great job out there. I hope that you guys are enjoying the addition of our teen class this year, and of course that our teen drivers are enjoying that. And if you have a teen in your family or your sphere that you think might be interested, go on over to nationalrockracing.com. You guys can find all the requirements for each class there. See if that's something you guys might want to
and again, like I said,
jump in on.
If you find a driver that meets those qualifications, it'd be a great time to see you guys come out and do some racing with us. We would love to have you, and hopefully see you guys come out.
We are ready to move into course 2 for our bounty class now. So let's change pages here.
Taylor's getting us adjusted there, getting us back in frame. I think we're slowly drifting down the hill.
Speaking of off-camber,
it's
a little off-camber in the trailer here today.
Yeah. We've changed positions a few times up here, so.
But no one's ever fallen out of the trailer, so that's the main thing.
Fingers crossed, yeah. We saw someone fall beside it once, but
it was only Zach. So
he landed on his head, so he was totally fine. It was crazy. He was totally fine. He was making jokes. He's walking to the ambulance.
Well, that's Zach.
I was like, holy cow.
All right, guys, let's head to the line and see who we've got for course 2 of UTV Bounty. Jesse Riley is going to start us off. All right, guys, if you missed course 1 for UTV Bounty, well, let me just tell you, it was a tough morning for our Bounty class.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
With 9 DNFs and only 3 finishes on course 1. Very curious to see how course 2 is going to play out here.
All right, here we go.
A strong start for Jesse Riley. Oh, boy. Okay, hang in there, Jesse. Oh,
there we
okay.
go. Good job. That's a great way to land that buggy. Again, you can see a handful of drivers that have stuck that landing pretty good. So,
yeah, them ledges is big enough. You don't have to want him. You can do it.
Uh-oh. Front end
dang
is
it.
not pulling. I think it's his whole front end. For sure, this driver's side's not moving.
Man. The second course is definitely not starting out the way it wanted to be.
That was a hard lick on that rock ledge up there. Oh, man. Tough day for Jesse Riley. I have a feeling that it's going to be that kind of day for a lot of our Bounty class. So our 3 finishers for course 1 was Nathan King, the fastest time, followed by Nathaniel Horton and Nathaniel Bell. So basically, if your name was Nathan,
yeah, you did good.
You did good.
You did good
on course 1. Everybody else, sorry for your luck.
Like the other 12 drivers, not so much. It's like, my name's Matt, and I got a brother named Nate. Is that close enough?
Yeah, I think all those barrel rolls we saw from you earlier would answer that question.
Yeah. I seen several drivers this morning, and they're like, I was like, oh, after I rolled over, I was like, oh, you guys good? And they're like, are you good? I'm like, thumbs up, buddy.
Are we all good?
Are we all good? It's all good.
We know that Wade is probably not feeling too good.
Good. You hear some of the side-by-sides out there getting fired up, some of the bouncers getting ready. I was talking to a couple of drivers to see about what was broken and what was going to continue to go. I've seen Wade had some panels off, and I talked to Sean. He was backing me in the starting gate for my my first run, and I said, is Wade good? And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, we made a couple adjustments. And he goes, I think there was a shock they had messed with a little bit, but he said everything's going to be good to go. So
yeah.
He said come out and try to set it on fire at a second course.
Yep, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, I see him definitely, with a DNF, that knocks you down. So I think I see him definitely coming out hard swinging the rest of the season.
Him and Daniel Heckley both.
Yeah. So that's definitely, our podium's definitely going to be crazy if we can get some guys to get some finishes out here. So definitely going to be some wild rides. Yeah, they said the front end was locked up on it, I think. I don't know if he had a diff lock up or something, but...
Kind of sounded like he might have smoked his diff on that rock.
Yeah. Those ledges are no joke for anything, but especially side-by-sides.
Keith to the rescue.
He'll just drag it off sideways. No big deal.
He's like, let me help you, buddy.
Yeah. Keith's like, I got you. Yeah, huge shout out to Keith. He has towed me back to camp way, way more times than is appropriate.
Oh.
We were at Hawk Pride once, and his wife had just got her hair done, and there was so much dust. She from coming because he was trying to pull me up that hill, and I was trying to follow him. Mm-hmm. There was so much dust coming off his tires. She had this fan blowing out her face, trying to keep the dust from blowing away, and I felt so bad. I was like, Sharon, I love you.
Yeah, this is not the place to come if you're trying to keep your hair pretty.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Later on,
I gave up on that a long time ago.
Later on, he was like, "Yeah, she just got her hair done." I was like, "Stink."
I see Madison King on the line right now. All right, guys, we've almost got a course cleared, and then we'll be letting Madison loose. All right, course is clear.
There we go.
And Madison King is off.
The dirt course really hasn't given too many problems today. Not like I think everybody was kind of anticipating. There was a lot of guys last night down walking it, staring at it, looking at it, testing it. So, Maddy riding a wheelie up there.
Madison. She did unfortunately have a rollover on course 1 on the Yukon Do It hill.
Yeah.
Let's hope she can get across that finish line this time.
Whoa,
whoa, whoa.
Wow. Good save. Heading up to this big rock ledge here. Oh. Again, you can see how massive that ledge is. Just such a gnarly rock face there. Here we go!
Up the Mickey Thompson Mountain.
Again, there's about a 3-foot ledge at the top of that as well.
The first challenge is being able to see it through the dust cloud.
Yeah.
Luckily, we've got a decent amount of wind out here today.
Yeah.
Blow the dust away.
Again, shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for giving us some awesome drone footage.
Definitely.
They've been helping us see good all day. There we go. Man,
nice.
Watch the dust fly off that buggy.
All right, now it's time to come down the Yukon Dewitt Hill. Oh.
Wow.
That's all right. She got it.
There we go.
163.175 for Madison King, our first time for course 2 of the UTV Bounty. And it looks like we've got Casey Howell on the line now.
Again, Casey Howe just sending it off that race line starting gate. Again, just nice, smooth landing so far.
Casey flying down the hill.
He is making quick time at this course so far.
Definitely a tricky turn on that corner, though. You're coming downhill, turning back uphill. There's the big ruts in the hill as well. It's an off-camber turn, and then you have to immediately tackle the raceline rocks, but Casey handled it like a pro.
Now he's heading up that Mickey Thompson Mountain. Looks like he hung a little bit more to that right side. We were seeing guys going uphill. A little bit smoother transition. All right, see what that time's going to be. That's a 1:17.570 for Casey Howe.
Nicely done.
Nice smooth run.
All right, this is Nathan King running for Alston Tidwell's points today.
Nice smooth landing.
Whoa.
That rear end kicked over just at the right time.
Nathan, one of the only 3 to finish course 1 in the bounty class today. So if he can lay down a good time here for course 2, he is definitely going to be up on the podium. So far, so good. Ooh, maybe a little too far left.
Yeah, I think if he can slide just a hair more to the right. Again, still a smooth run going there. Something doesn't sound right. Something was kind of cutting out a little bit there. He got to the bottom right there and shut it off and restarted it, but... Go, go, go!
Oh, nice. Ah.
There we go. I
Hang
think
in there,
he's
General
out.
Lee.
One to go. Let's go.
Man, really all he has to do is finish.
Yeah.
Being one of only 3 that finished course 1.
He's right there.
I mean, he's giving it all he's got.
Come on. And you hate to see that. Again, you know Nate has the skill. He has the want to. He just may not have the stinking power today.
He's got 45 seconds to continue making forward progress on this hill. Once he crosses that time limit, if he has to back up anymore, then it will be considered a DNF. We have time limits on all of our hills. If the drivers can continue, even if they reach that time limit and can continue making forward progress and finish the course, then that counts. But if they have to back up at all, forward progress is not being made, then it'll be a DNF, and the out of time will count against them.
Yeah, and you hate to see that. Again, there's been several times where I have literally been out of time but still making forward progress on the course.
Yep.
So I will gladly say that I have been an advantage to that rule. So, again, Bill going over. Bill.
Are they saying it's out of gas? Oh, Nathan.
Dang it. Dang it.
He had a fuel leak on round 1, forgot to fill it up. Is that what they said? And now he's completely out of gas.
Sucks.
What a way to lose a race. Oh no.
Yeah.
This is true. Technically, he hasn't lost anything yet. There's still a lot of drivers to attempt course 2. And he is one of only 3 that finished course 1. But, that's a sad way to see him not finish this hill.
That's a rough way to take a DNF. Jeez. That stinks.
Man, if only he could have made it to the downhill section.
Yeah. That stinks. Poor Nate.
Please do not fly drones out here in the area. The frequencies mess with all of our transmitters and the cloud. I don't know. We're going to take it down. If you do not get it out of the sky now, the guy that we have flying a drone is really good. And he will take you out of the sky. He got some fuel down there too, right? If he's got time, all he needs is a
All right, what's our update on Nathan here? What's he doing? They're just going to wait until someone brings him some up there? All right, Toolman is making his way up there. Okay.
Man, that's
we have progress.
To be that close and not get a finish.
I know.
Dang it. Like, he did all the hard parts. He had
it is sad.
He had like a 3-foot ledge, and the rest was downhill from there.
It'll probably start up once he gets on level ground.
That stinks. That stinks. Looks like we about got our course clear. All our safety workers making sure they're in their spots. All of our bouncer drivers over there patiently waiting, letting the anticipation build of who's going to be on today's podium. Who knows? Who knows who will be today's podium? It really could. All right, we got Nathaniel Bell sitting in that race line starting gate. Clock is hot. I hear our drone taking off. It's like, sounds like some Back to the Future stuff.
All right, Nathaniel Bell, our 2024 season champ in the Bounty class. Also one of only 3 drivers to finish course 1 today.
So he is definitely trying to get a finish here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, back it up, Terry.
Reverse, reverse. Man. There we go.
Nice.
Kind of swinging it wide. Come up to those race line rocks.
Nice. Man, it does not give you the right perspective on camera, that's for sure, because this is a lot steeper and when I turn around and look at it in person than it looks on camera. So y'all might be sitting at home thinking, man, why is this so hard? It looks like they should be able to crawl right up it.
Yeah, this is a super steep hill.
It's a lot different in person.
Oh, there he goes. Out the top. All right.
All right. 2:03.357 for Nathaniel Bell, and our first driver to be the one to complete both courses today in UTV Bounty.
He's very happy cementing himself a spot on that podium.
Ethan Hunt is on the line now.
He is ripping down that race line starting gate.
Ethan's getting a full weekend of racing in 2 UTV classes and the bouncer class.
Ooh. Okay. I see what you did there. You wanted to make a quick right turn and try that again.
Hey, if that's your drone, you suck. Our next step is stopping the operation, stopping the race, wait for you to put your stupid drone up. Please, if you apply a drone...
Okay, he must have broke something that front end when he flipped over those logs.
It's over and practice with it then. Yeah, it's you.
Getting a real unfortunate run, but that has kind of been the breaks for today. We've had a lot of unfortunate runs in our UTV class.
Yeah, it's been a tough day for our bounty class. They all might need a hug. I don't know,
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Today. Who do we have on the course right now, Taylor? Is this Nathan Helton? We're skipping around a little bit in my driver list here, so just making sure. All right, it is Nathan Helton. Our only other driver to go so far that completed course 1. Let's see if he can do it again.
So close. There we go. Again, at that point, it's almost like holding your breath. You're almost out that top of that first course, so that first area. Again, we saw Nathan King just smoke that and have so much trouble in that second area. Unfortunately,
easing on down.
All right, we're looking.
again, just trying to stink and finish right now. Go! There we go. There we go.
Come on,
Heck
Nathan.
yeah.
Be a hero.
And the crowd goes wild.
There it is, our second driver to complete both courses.
That's a 165.735.
Well done, sir. You know he's feeling pretty good about that right now. Only Nathaniel Bell and Nathaniel Horton are only two drivers in UTV Bounty today to complete both courses.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break while we get our course clear, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, Amsoil specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you, and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at Amsoil.com.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
So we have three different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, and then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
All right, we are back. Clock is hot. And this is Jesse Phillips here.
I believe that it's Clay Kaysen driving for Jesse Phillips, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure what happened to Jesse, but I know that Clay won't pass up on a chance to get out here and race. And with his own buggy having some problems yesterday, he wasn't going to be able to race Bounty class, but looks like he got his chance after all. And yes, Bebo, he says, trust me, the hills are much bigger and steeper than the live feed shows. And the trees. Yep. It's like how your rear view mirror says objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
It's true.
It's like hills on camera are steeper than they appear.
That's true. The best part is we could make a picture of somebody just being like, "Oh." Brandon Davis walking down to have a chat with old Keith and take a good look at the course. I know we have a lot of bouncer drivers stuck to that race line starting gate, just checking everything out.
All right, Clay obviously in Jesse's buggy right now. Probably not going to drive it quite like he would if it was his own rig. You know, most people don't. You don't want to break somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, working on your own stuff is hard enough. Working on somebody else's stuff for free
that's no fun.
Free is even worse.
Plus, you just feel bad, you know. Well, Clay's definitely having a little bit of trouble with something right now. Don't worry, though. Cody's on his way out to assess the situation.
Brother Cody's sprinting on out there.
His mechanic.
His mechanic is on the way.
Cody will figure it out for him.
Yeah.
He figured it out, guys.
Like,
he figured it out.
He's like, I got you.
He said, go.
I could believe Cody just said that, too. Just go. I could hear him.
It's like, what are you waiting for?
I think he's having some issues there. Man, you hate to see that. Again, had a good run going there. Not quite sure what was going on with Clay there, but he went ahead and pulled off the hill, and Dustin Medley is on the course now. With his screaming four-cylinder buggy.
Dustin Medley. Let's go, Dustin. Hit it.
Yeah. Dang it. Right rear. Looks like it's not pulling. That's super unfortunate. I heard some noise as he was coming back down the hill.
Those are RCV? Or not? I don't know. That's bad luck.
Oh, man, tough luck for Dustin.
I think that may wrap up our bounty. We had a few less drivers the second go around. I think due to the...
All right, let me give you guys that quick rundown.
Again, due to the amount of DNFs on the first course, I think the second course we had a few less bouncers, about half.
So Casey Howell did have the fastest time on course 2 with a 1:17, and then Madison with a 1:63. But Nathaniel Horton then with a 1:65, and Nathaniel Bell with 2:03. Both of the Nathaniels, the only ones to also have completed course 1 for the day. So that completes our day of racing for UTV Bounty. We're going to run to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have course 2 for the bouncers.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, Amsoil specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you. and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door. For the protection you demand and the performance you deserve, shop by vehicle at Amsoil.com.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XT construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Welcome back, guys, to the National Rock Racing Association race number 2 at Wildcat Off-Road Park. This weekend is presented by Amsoil, so a big thank you to them and to all of our sponsors for helping us do what we do. We are ready to get on with course 2 for the bouncer class. I see Clayton Smith on the line.
Yeah, he took a lot of abuse on that first course as well. Clearly got it put back together and is here to do some racing again on this course number 2. I think we've had a lot of DNFs on that first course. I don't know how that's going to transition to the second course. I think most of the buggies have gotten put back together. So I know that a lot of guys have some bumps and bruises. So I think they're going to still go and try to push through. From what we saw with the UTVs, I think we're going to see a higher finishing rate on course 2 from the bouncers. But again, anything can happen today. So
well, let's go over our top 5 from course 1 real quick. Cooper Bentley had the fastest time with a 96, then Clint Garrison with a 97, Nick Reich with a 98, then Brandon Davis with a 107, and Ethan Jones with a 110. We had some unexpected action. We saw rollovers from both Daniel Heckley and Wade Good, who are 2 of our top contenders and are definitely the ones that we're going to be watching for this season. So definitely a little surprised by that, and that does shake things up for today. Maybe even, we'll have to look at what happens with the points moving forward from here.
Last season, we had the same thing. We had lots of crazy rollovers, lots of crazy DNFs that led to a whole bunch of point changes, and Cooper leading the entire season, which was incredible to see from such a young driver. So I think it's anybody's game right now. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, we had a ton of DNFs on course 1. I think course 2, we're going to see a lot of guys kind of streamline that process out, and we'll see how it ends up.
We'll find out. I know Cooper Bentley's probably feeling pretty good about things right now, though.
Yeah, he is. Again, a handful of guys with very fast buggies didn't have, had either breakages or rollovers. So we'll see how it shakes up on course number 2.
All right, and with that, let's head to the line. Clayton Smith, here we go.
Riding a wheelie coming up the starting gate. Kind of launching out, letting it settle.
Tearing it out.
Clayton just riding wheelies up this rock area.
Clayton comes from Oxford, Ohio to race with us. He's been racing with us 2 years in Gold Rush, this reject fab buggy.
Woo!
Oh, whoa!
That's a rough ride for Clayton Hollingsworth. Or Clayton Smith. Again, he tried to stab the gas right as he was coming down that gauntlet.
That was some major error from Clayton Smith.
Getting all our recovery guys getting over there. Keith pulling up to see if they can get flipped back over. That was a wild, wild ride.
All of our recovery and safety are very quick on the scene. They're going to get him checked out, taken care of, recovered off the hill.
Yeah, again, had that last little buck right there, just kind of stabbed the gas, and man, I think the suspension had kind of loaded up when he hit that ground, which caused it to kind of roll forward.
Let's check out that Amsoil action shot. Take another look at just what happened here with Clayton.
Again, came down, just caught that front tire, and man.
Just launched down the hill.
Yeah, shout out to Bub Meadows out there, just leaping through the woods.
Yeah, that was, I think that was Matt up there too. Some good reaction time from our media crew out there.
I'm going to have Bub. So, like, hey, were you taking pictures as you're leaping through the air there? Yeah. Yeah, our cameraman. Shout out to our cameraman.
Only the seasoned professionals are allowed anywhere near the course.
Yeah. And again, I know a handful of them were waiting to see if he was going to save it because Clayton is a pretty wild man driver.
We've definitely seen some crazy stuff from him before.
Yeah. He's definitely doing some acrobatic works with that. And I think he came down flattened out and kind of the rear end kind of bucked up right as he was coming down that second ledge. And had a smoking time going, too. That's unfortunate.
Danny, yes, Matt is okay. I can see him standing up there. Wild, wild run for Clayton Smith. 2 actually today. His first run today was not quite this crazy, but still a good rollover on course 1. Clayton definitely found that skinny pedal today. It took him a little too far, though, which is easy to do out here.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, Amsoil specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at Amsoil.com.
This one goes up. So we have three different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
All right, guys, we are back. Thanks for bearing with us on that break. We don't have a whole lot to update. Clayton did have a pretty good tumble down the hill. They're going to take him off and get him checked out. Obviously, safety is our top priority here. We want to make sure that everything is good with him. So if we get an update on that, we will definitely let you guys know. But for now, he's with, the EMTs. They're taking good care of him. They're going to make sure he gets checked out. Everybody else asking about, the media guys, they're all good. They're fine. And then Danny, yes, I do appreciate you saying encourage everybody to pray for the drivers. I mean, I would tell you guys to do that anytime we have a wreck. We know that this sport can be pretty extreme, and we do have a lot of safety requirements in place for that, but can't control everything. So, y'all go ahead and say a prayer for Clayton. He is getting checked out right now. We're going to make sure that he's good, and if we get some updates, we'll share those with you guys.
Heck yeah. Again, we had a few rollovers this morning in the first course, so
we did.
I think we're going to see a few more before the day is over with.
It's a possibility. Things have proven to be a little trickier out here at Wildcat this weekend than maybe we thought they were going to be.
Yeah, again, we've seen some veteran drivers. We saw some of our younger drivers do actually pretty well. We saw some veteran drivers have some pretty crazy rollovers, so today has been anybody's game so far.
Yep. And Clayton was our first driver of Course 2. So we've still got the rest of the lineup to go. It looks like we've got Dustin Medley on the line now. We're going to finish getting the course cleared off. We've still got to get Clayton's buggy out of there, so it might be a little minute still to finish this recovery.
Again, appreciate everybody tuning in the live feed today. Ninja Pat in there helping us out, keeping us honest. Yeah, thanks to Prudence. Appreciate our safety crew and recovery crew, all our guys working on the hill, the fire and EMS crews, as well as our recovery crews like Keith, who help get all the buggies flipped back over in a timely manner, or if it's a side-by-side, whoever runs up. We appreciate those guys, too. So, again, some of our I know there's a couple of buggies out there, like Clay Kaysen. He has a very, very light buggy. 2, maybe 3 guys can flip that back over pretty quick. You don't necessarily need a big recovery crew for that, but sometimes on big, heavy buggies, you need a few vehicles and a handful of guys. Again, we've seen some guys at West Virginia get wedged in a tree in a area that we have a bulldozer and 2 different vehicles winching, and sometimes it's not a great scenario sometimes, but luckily we're here and we're getting ready to kick back off again.
Yeah, recoveries can get interesting sometimes.
It's true.
That's for sure, and require a little bit of on-the-go engineering and ingenuity.
Yeah. Luckily we have the guys running that have been trail wheeling for years, so they've seen about everything there is. So they know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Yep.
You know, they've done a great job with that, so appreciate all that. Yeah, we got appreciate everybody tuning in the live feed. Yeah, I've seen somebody talking about rigs. We've had so many rigs changed throughout the season, too, that's been just absolutely crazy. That again, it's like a deck of cards that got shuffled all around.
Ugh, I know.
You know?
It's been a little hard to keep track of, starting off at Windrock a couple weeks ago and then trying to adjust to who's in what vehicle now.
And I seen Jed Harper's old buggy that was a TC build, unfinished business, a few years ago. Jed picked it up, had a good time, and then sold it, so now it's here racing with us again. So we love seeing that. So appreciate all the guys coming everything out. I know we got some Reject Fab chassis in the house. Jake Pike has a chassis. High Society Off-Road, my shop has a chassis. So again, appreciate all the different guys who have chassis out here. I know the Reject Fab guys. Sean from Reject Fab was out here. He was backing me in the starting gate earlier. Appreciate that.
All right, just listening to a little radio chatter to keep updated here.
Trying to get our course clear.
Yeah, we are still working on getting the course cleared up.
Again, shout out to all everybody in the live feed. Just doing an awesome job chatting with us today.
Yeah, you guys have been great. We've enjoyed all the commenting, all the conversation on here.
Again, we have also a packed out house here at Wildcat Off-Road Park. Tons of guys and gals out here packing it. We got easy ups and side-by-sides scattered all over the hill. And definitely a great job to the park for setting up a great area for drivers to come out and enjoy it.
Listening to a couple of driver updates here.
Yeah, I think they said Randall Key had broke something.
Yeah, Randall Key, I think, is out. Whatever he broke, he wasn't able to get fixed in time.
Yeah. I got a sway bar that's broke. We ripped the tabs apart that hold the sway bar on the driver's side, and then let's see what else.
When you rolled over?
Bent the steering wheel a little bit.
Yeah.
That bolt holds on my sway bar and my limiting strap. So it's going to be interesting.
So you can be a little loosey-goosey in there?
It'll be really loosey-goosey. I don't know how long we'll last, but we'll try it out, see how it goes.
Dan Bowman is also going to forego his run. Obviously, he wants to go take care of Clayton right now. I haven't gotten any other driver updates yet. I know we did have some breakages from course 1, so there might be a few others that aren't able to jump back in for course 2.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, we had a couple of drivers have some pretty wild rides in that first course. So
we sure did. I'm looking at the list of DNFs here, and it's a little more than average, I would say, for our bouncer class.
I'm going to say about half of our course half of our driver list is probably DNFs at this point, which is absolutely just bananas for most of it. And I have climbed both of these courses before, so it's again, anything crazy that we haven't done before. So Been a pretty wild day so far. Mud Shark said, "Hey, no mud." I agree. I will take that all day. We've had a little overcast, which has been perfect weather today. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah.
No rain, which again we're keep our fingers crossed that there's no rain. So appreciate that. And again, like I said, you couldn't ask for a better race day.
No, we are definitely enjoying the temperatures as well as the lack of moisture.
Yeah, for real. Because I've raced here in the pouring down rain before. Looks like we're getting our drivers all shuffled around so they can all get situated.
Still working on getting the course clear. I think we're getting close to having a course clear. Thank you guys for hanging out with us here today on Hillside Live. It's been a lot of racing so far, and we still have a good bit to go. For our bouncer class, course 2, we've got most of our class still to run, and then we've got our limited bouncer class to wrap things up for us.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, we've got lots of love in the live feeds, and the live feed is awesome. Again, we have great cameramen and camera ladies out there on course.
Definitely.
Our producer, Taylor, back in the back, hiding back there. We have so many people who make this an awesome. Again, you see Bree and me on TV a lot, but we have so many people who come here, help set up, make sure the camera batteries are set, make sure all the cameras are put together, make sure cables, very, very expensive cables, all get ran to cameras. So shout out to all the people who put hard, long hours in, making sure satellite dishes get set up. And they do a great job, and they do a very unsung hero of the sport. So appreciate them and all they do.
And we are ready to continue with course 2 of the RCV Axle Bouncer Cup. We've got Dustin Medley on the line and a clear course. Let's do it. Here we go with Dustin Medley.
Oh, go back down. I think everybody's kind of coming up teetering and let it drop back down.
All right, so far so good for Dustin Medley. Putting unfinished business back through its paces. We've definitely seen this buggy do some work on a race hill before.
Oh, yeah.
It's a TC-built chassis.
This is the buggy he built after 2 races of the leading arm, trailing arm, had some issues with it. Went back home, tore the whole thing back apart.
Said, we're done with that.
Built a whole new buggy in like 30 days. And then came out with this, raced it, and won a championship with it. So, again, this is kind of one of my favorite buggies just because of all the wildness that kind of ensued that season. Turn it, head to that finish line.
And a great run from Dustin Medley.
That's a 92.970 from Mr. Dustin Medley.
Now we've got Chris Grigg on the line.
His supercharged buggy, that rocket ship chassis. There he goes, riding a wheelie up that course. He is definitely absolutely getting it. Taking his time, weaving down there, making that big loop.
A trickier turn than it looks.
Yeah, going downhill, trying to turn and go back uphill is definitely not something to be messed with. There you go. Again, hearing that motor roar. There we go. Getting a finish with it.
There it is. $94.496 for Chris Grigg. Clint Garrison should be coming to the line now.
Thompson, you need to move your truck. DC Thompson.
All right. We are waiting on a course clear before we send Clint Garrison.
I love how we have a massive pile of dirt right at that race line starting gate. There's like, you almost pull down and dip down into it. It's from everybody lining up at the same spot, just romping wide open throttle. Whop! Which is, again, awesome to watch. That kid.
All right, we are just seconds away from sending Clint Garrison off the line. Here we go.
Wow. He is ripping out of that race line starting gate.
Clint had a second place finish on course 1. You know he is not going to let up at all on course 2.
Oh, wow.
Watching it.
That is incredible. Again, just launching through those rocks. Again, Clint setting up that rear steer. Again, turning while going uphill is kind of a sketchy thing to do. So
it's a little trickier than it looks.
Yeah. And to get all the way there and then roll over on a silly spot would be just so aggravating. So that's why you're seeing some of the drivers take a little more time right there on that turn.
There's a great shot to kind of give you guys a perspective when we say that it's steeper than it looks. These drivers are working hard to conquer this course right now. Come on, Clint. Straight to the finish line.
That's a 107.946 for Mr. Clint Garrison. Again, had a smoking time on that first run. Definitely going to try to set on that podium for the afternoon.
Ethan Hunt. Clock is hot.
Oh, yeah, they got me back in time just for my man, Ethan Hunt. I've gotten to know this kid the last couple races. He is something to watch.
That's right. My guest co-host, Trip Pullen, has been around this sport for a while now. He's seen a thing or two. Oh, he just crawled right up that.
Oh, yeah. He's wanting that cash off the front. He's wanting to put his name on the front of it.
That's right. We last saw this buggy being raced by Cash LeCroy. But Ethan Hunt is going to use it now to make a name for himself instead.
He is doing a good job of it, too. Ethan and his team, Jeremy and Dustin Medley and them, they've got a great team with those guys.
Yeah, they're coming out strong this season.
I think they got about 5 different things in their stable now.
I think so. They got quite the fleet.
They've got Dustin's got unfinished business now, so let's see what Ethan's going to do with the wall right here.
Woo!
He's going to have to hit it a little harder than that. That ain't going to get it. He's going to have to hope he's got reverse. Oh, man.
That's definitely a tough spot.
I know they were having some issues earlier, so if he don't have reverse right there, he's in a tough spot.
I see our recovery inching over, trying to see what's going on, see if he needs a little help or not.
That's a not good spot to be. They're saying he does not have reverse, so yes, he's
Oh man.
I think he got a little rowdy on the first on hill 1 over here. If you remember when he did those couple rolls, and I think he busted the SC case.
We have confirmation from Zach Garner that Ethan indeed stays rowdy in whatever he's driving. And we've seen Ethan all over the place this weekend in multiple classes racing with us.
Yeah, he races the Bounty class, UTV Bounty, which is also today. He raced yesterday in the Cup class. So.
Yep. Speaking of Cash, Trip, you know what's going on with Cash these days?
Cash has just got a lot of things going on. We just got back from King of the Hammers. He did some asphalt racing the other weekend in West Virginia. We're going to do some more asphalt racing in Nashville, close to you, in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
I think it's at the fairgrounds in Murfreesboro, April 19th or something.
What?
So you'll have to come check that out.
Yeah,
it's your hometown.
Definitely.
But Cruz I'm more interested in Cruz, his little brother these days.
Really?
Cash has got so much going on, and Cruz is starting to race now, and he's really talented too. So,
well, he's been around it his whole life with Big Brother Cash.
Yep,
being
he's
involved
got
in
big
it for
shoes
so
to
long.
fill, but I think he's gonna outgrow Cash. So, his personality is a lot like me. He's super funny.
He's your little buddy, isn't he?
Yep, he's my bestie for sure. It looks like we're supposed to go to commercial here for a second, guys.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got products for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
If Amsoil products are engineered for this kind of punishment, you can trust them in your garage. Shop by vehicle to find everything you need for your ride. Get the protection you demand and performance you deserve with fast, free shipping from Amsoil.com.
So we have 3 different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, and then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
Whatever you drive, however you drive, Amsoil specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicle. Our Shop by Vehicle tool takes the guesswork out of picking the right oil and filter for your vehicle. Then choose the best product and packaging option for you and get everything you need to complete the job shipped right to your door for the protection you demand and the performance you deserve. Shop by Vehicle at Amsoil.com.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Power ply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the action here at Wildcat. We are just a handful of drivers into Course 2 of the RCV Axle Bouncer class. Ethan Jones getting situated on the starting line there.
And Wicked. I still miss him in the Hater Maker. Here we go. Here
we go with Ethan Jones. Ethan had a 5th place time on Course 1, which is no small feat.
No.
Considering the difficulty that about half our class had on Course 1.
Oh, he hit it a little bit wrong. He hit it a little left.
I think he can salvage it, though. Yep.
Back it back down and get a little more to the right there. And see can you get it popped up there. Nah, he's in the spot right there.
There you go.
Lean it a little bit on that right side of the wall over there and there's more and more rock showing too.
They're getting excavated out here.
Yes,
by
they
these 43-inch tires.
This is where it gets tricky right here. You've got to have a good set of brakes.
Oh, definitely. We're always telling viewers, too, that the hills are so much steeper in person than they look like on camera.
I was talking to guys in the pits, and they're like, man, it's like we're pushing it through the floorboard. We're pushing it, mashing it, trying to get any type of grip. Up the Mickey.
Mickey Thompson
Here
Mountain.
it is. He's going to have to bring it right here.
And he crawled right up it.
That last ledge right there is a little tricky too, though, you know.
Man, Ethan is doing a great job on this course right now.
And down he's come. He's through the finish line.
119.039 for Ethan Jones.
Nick Wright on the line.
Nick Reich and Fordzilla.
I got to talk to him a little bit yesterday in the pits. Also, he was come out here yesterday right before dark and did a little shock tuning. He said he was at home and thought he had it right and made some adjustments, and the adjustments were the wrong way, so he had to take it all apart and and refix it here. So that's just you think you're doing something right, and it was totally opposite.
Nick also lost first gear on course 1, so he's running this one in second.
Yes, no first gear, so we'll see how this works. That thing's super light. He's got him some tire balls in there too. He was telling me about it. He's got them all fixed up, so he said it handled a little differently now that he had the tire balls in it.
Well, when your chassis is so light, even something like the tire balls will make a difference.
Oh, wow.
He is just thrashing on this hill right now.
He's using every bit of the course.
Come on, baby, let's go.
He's a good downhiller. Look how fast he's... Even not having this first gear, he's making short work of it.
Nick was our third place overall for 2024 season, and he finished fourth at Winrock for our season opener. He was also our Rookie of the Year just last season. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Yes. He's if he was a Rookie of the Year, he's definitely coming. He's got something to prove.
He's not
this
a rookie
year.
anymore.
This is going to... Uh-oh. Got a little smoke coming there, but he's finished.
He's smoking.
Got a little bit of smoke on that one. That's a
92.485 for Nick Reich. That is our new leader for course 2.
Wow, tight.
Nick with a 92.4, now followed by Dustin Medley with a 92.9. And then we've got Chris Grigg with a 94, Clint Garrison with a 107, and Ethan Jones with a 119.
Here comes Matt Holt. Let's hope Matt can make short work of this course here too. Everybody cheer him on here.
Matt already had a little bit of a wild run on course 1 on the Yukon Do-It Hill.
He did.
I think that the buggy is still hurting a little bit from hill 1. Looks like Matt is going to claim his 10 points for attempting the course.
That means you can start out like you're going to climb the hill and just come back in the pits.
Well,
That's actually a thing now.
I guess he's calling it, yeah.
All right, guys, we are probably about halfway through course 2 for the RCB Axle Bouncer class. Fastest time right now is Nick Reich with a 92.4, followed real close by Dustin Medley with a 92.9.
Dustin Medley's coming out with a strong showing then for his first time in a bouncer.
Definitely. This is Robert Winrick on the course now.
It's a sharp-looking buggy he's got there.
Whoa! Hang time.
Looks like he's trying to get this skinny pedal. Looks like the way he was holding it. Big air time.
If you guys aren't familiar with what our Skinny Pedal Award is, that is something we came up with a few years ago, and Jonathan Shepard with Skinny Pedal Fab partnered with us on it for the last few years. And that's an award that we give out for the driver that has the wildest ride during a race weekend. It can be a driver from any class. We just want to see who used that skinny pedal the most, who had a wild ride and put on a show. Well, because driving fast is all well and good, and we're all about the competition of the race. But we got a whole crowd of spectators out here that want to see a good show, too. So I was thinking, man, we've got some drivers giving it their all out here.
Yes.
They might not end up on the podium, but boy, they put on a show. So what can we do about that? So we came up with the Skinny Pedal Award. So that award, we pick one driver from each race to get that. Jack Porter is going to take home our first Skinny Pedal Award from our race at Windrock a few weeks ago. For his crazy ride, he literally drove the wheel off.
Well, and like I said, our thoughts and prayers are with Clayton and his family right now, but I think he's put on the wildest ride so far
that
today.
That was absolutely wild.
So just
Robert Winrick working hard to make his way through the course right now, and he is up the Mickey Thompson Mountain.
One last step up here at the top. Trying to find the right line there. It's getting a little tricky, dug out, getting a little undercut there on the left side. Oh, yeah, he's got it popped up there now. He's still going to be able to put together a decent time here if he can get down this drop. Oh, yeah.
All right. Glad to see him being able to make it through that finish line. He did have a DNF on course 1 for his first time racing with us. We definitely want to see him cross that finish line.
Well, Bree, it was good seeing you, and I'll see you next time.
All right, Tripp, thanks for joining me up here. And that means welcome back to Matt Holt jumping back in with me.
Just in time for little Tim Bacon to be taking off that race line starting gate.
And Robert had a time of 150.652.
I'm excited to see this rowdy vehicle take off. Here we go. This thing revs really high for a big block. Again, normally I'm used to hearing big blocks rev like almost like from the gut, you know, and this revs really high. So I was asking him questions, and he said, "It's some little tricks we do." That buggy absolutely screams.
He got a 100% finish rate, though. Yeah, buddy. Everything's better with bacon.
This is one of that Big Tim Bacon family. Got Little Tim, Big Tim, and Bubba all have raced with us before. All been seasoned drivers in this unlimited class. Man, listen to that motor sing.
It is good to see the Bacon family back out here once again racing with us. Little Tim definitely got rowdy on this course today. Let's check what that time is.
That's an 87.145, and that is your new leader.
Nicely done.
Wow. Absolutely getting with it.
So that means Tim Bacon in the lead now with an 87, followed by Nick Reich with a 92.4, and then Dustin Medley with a 92.9. Those are your top three right now on course 2. We're a little over halfway through, and we've got Connor Flynn on the line. Here we go with Connor Flynn in Bullzilla.
Again, that is an absolutely screaming of a vehicle. Hear that turbo spooling up as he's taking off that starting line.
Connor's also one of our youngest drivers in the bouncer class. But you can't tell it from the way that he drives. He's been serious about the sport for about a year now. Started out with a trail buggy a few years ago. Ended up hitting a few races here and there. He said, turns out he loved it and built this race rig. And we're glad to see him joining us for the 2025 season. Connor wants to give a shout out to Kentucky Truck Works of London and Somerset for supporting him in his race program. Connor comes out of Somerset, Kentucky to race with us in this Elder Fab buggy.
Got his own little cheering section down there, cheering him on.
Man, looking like he's going to be putting down a good time. Let's check it out. $97.998. Not bad, not bad. That's a 5th place time right now on course 2. All right, guys, we've got Wade Good on the line. It's all good racing.
But wait, there's more. Next on the line, Wade Good. Y'all might remember Wade Good earlier before when he raced on the side of the top of the hill, pretty much smoking the fastest run of the day until he wasn't. Back for a little bit of redemption. I can't wait to see.
All right, here we go with Wade Good. Wade had an unexpected and unfortunate rollover on course 1 right at the top of the hill.
He is flying around that corner, just drifting around it. And again, like Bree said, had just kind of an unfortunate first run, but it's definitely looking like he's trying to make up for it on the second one.
Checking up just a little bit this time. Man, I think that Wade just had the fastest section of this course that we've seen so far.
He is absolutely flying through there. He is driving hard, and those shocks are definitely dialed in.
Whoa, a little bit of controlled chaos coming down the hill.
Using that rear steer, do his little work there.
We know that Wade always drives hard, but I kind of feel like he might even be pushing a little more, trying to make up a bit for that course 1 bumble.
Hear that buggy eat. I
think we're about to see a new leader, guys. Let's check that time and find out.
That's a
76.795. Definitely your new leader. Wow, Wade Good left nothing on the track that time. What a run. The crowd is loving it. 76.7 is your leader right now. That means that Timothy Bacon pushed down to second with an 87. And then we had Nick Reich with a 92.4.
All right, we got Brandon Davis with that Davis team coming out of that race line starting gate. He's an independent front suspension buggy. This is the Menace Rock Bouncer. Watching that front end just soak up those jumps.
Brandon had a fourth place finish on course 1.
He is just hammering down right there.
You know, Brandon didn't quite have the season that we're used to seeing from him last year. Looking forward to seeing what he can do this year. He already had a strong start with a third place finish at our season opener a few weeks ago.
Getting a little squirrely up there. Go, baby, go! That's pure motor just powering up that hill.
Oh. A little bit of a backup there. Not going to hurt him too bad, but not ideal. Come on, Brandon. There it is.
That's a 93.495, Mr. Brandon Davis.
That is a fifth place time right now for course 2, but we've still got several drivers to go, including Jay Stewart's on the line.
Jay Stewart sold a few buggies, has a new one getting built. It's not done quite yet, so he picked up the General to do some racing with until his new buggy's done. Jay sticking with the Ford theme. And you can see a lot of guys kind of jumping out there, let that front end hang just a little bit, and climbing the rest of the way out. Jay had a pretty rough first course as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jay was one of our DNFs on course 1. So far, so good for him right now on course 2.
Definitely checking up a little bit there on those ledges. See that front end bucking up a little bit there.
You guys can follow Jay's racing program on Facebook on the Stewart's Racing page. You'll especially want to keep up with him once he's got that new bouncer out here and unveils the new rig.
Come on, Jay, get up there. Come on, Jay. That is a really rough section right there. Again, you can see how much it got ate out from the first course. Again, now guys are coming down with it. A little smoother coming down so far.
through the finish line with a 119.297 for Jace Stewart's. All right, we've got Cooper Bentley sitting on the line now. Cooper with the fastest run from course 1. Can he beat Wade's 76? Man, I don't know. That was a smoking fast run by Wade.
That's pretty insane.
But seeing as Wade DNF'd on course 1, as long as Cooper can lay down a good, smooth, fast run, he'll be pretty happy.
We've actually seen some pretty quick times on this second course here. All right, clock is hot. Nice landing.
I think Wade definitely had our wildest downhill run so far. Cooper keeping it just a little bit more under control.
Yeah, he was just skipping downhill.
It's going to be a really good, solid run from Cooper. It's not going to beat Wade's time, but he's going to be up there for sure.
Yeah, definitely a very smooth run. Again, having a great time on course 1 will definitely help him out.
Let's see what he got.
That's an 84.730 for Mr. Cooper Bentley.
And you know what? That is good enough for second place right now. So we've got Wade in the lead with a 76, followed now by Cooper with an 84, and then Tim Bacon with an 87.
Clint Garrison ripping out of that race line starting gate.
I'm
sorry, Ben Driscoll.
There you go.
Ben coming out of Indiana, Central Indiana. Like I said, he's out of this chassis about almost a year now. Definitely getting pretty comfortable in it.
That was a hard lick he just took on that ledge. There he goes. Ben was another one of our drivers with the unfortunate DNF on course 1. Safe to say he is definitely wanting to get across that finish line right now on course 2. Get those points in that finish under his belt for today.
Come on, get up there.
He's got
Just romping down on it.
Uh-oh.
That's a big rock next to... no. His rear end does not spin at all. Dang it. I'm not sure if he broke a ring and pinion or a drive shaft, but I was trying to see if the drive shaft was... spinning, but... Dang it. Again.
Oh, man.
No, it's pulling now.
Wait a second.
Ugh. Come on, get up there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Put it in 4-wheel drive, Ben.
Yeah, I think it's a ring and pinion.
Ring and pinion, slipping.
Yeah. Dang it. Dang it.
It's toothless.
It's toothless.
Man, rough day for Ben, but dude, he gave it everything he had on these hills today.
Dang it. You hate to see that for Ben. Such a great job up until that point. All right, Daniel Heckley here. Clock is hot. Again, he's going to come out and try to set a monster time as well.
Daniel Heckley ripping off his starting line. Daniel, also one of our drivers with a surprising rollover on course 1. Daniel finished our 2024 season in second place overall for the year. So he's definitely no slouch behind the wheel. So we were really surprised by that rollover, but hey, anything can happen when you're racing.
Yeah. And it's just thrashing through these absolute rocks right here. Again, having that rollover like Bree was just talking about on that first course, just put him way behind, and he's going to definitely try to make up some time. Uh-oh. He's definitely ripping through so far. Again, that rear suspension is definitely dialed in. That monster motor is just eating right now.
Uh-oh. Little hung up at the top ledge of the Mickey Thompson Mountain.
That 3-foot ledge, I think, is quickly turning into like a 5-foot ledge.
And through the finish line.
There he goes. That's a 101.721 for Mr. Daniel Heckley.
All right, guys, I think we've got just maybe 3 drivers left for our bouncer class, our unlimited bouncer class. We do still have the limited coming up after this.
I think Josh Krapinski's out. He had a shifter issue. He said his shifter broke, I think, inside the transmission.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was racing, I think, in high gear the whole time.
Oh. It sounded like it.
Yeah, it was. He said, I think something. It wasn't the actual shifter.
Yeah,
it was like the lever inside.
He thought he put it in low, but
yeah,
it was.
It was something inside the transmission, like the shifter lever inside the transmission broke.
Yeah,
so,
and it got real hot.
Yeah, it was not happy, and you could definitely tell that motor kind of bogging down. All right, we got DC Thompson sitting at that race line starting gate. Clock is hot. They were having some issues with this last night. They were out there messing with it and got it running. So DC could race today.
Man, DC has had all kinds of troubles trying to get this bouncer going and stay going. He raced it a handful of times last year and just had some weird issues with it. It seemed like just the strangest stuff kept popping up for him. Glad to see him out here today, and hopefully he'll be able to have a more consistent 2025 season.
Yeah.
Fun fact about DC, he used to race BMX, like bicycles.
Yeah.
And apparently is really good at it. I've always tried to talk him into doing like a halftime show out here on a bike during our intermissions between courses. I don't know. He hasn't taken me up on it yet. I don't know why.
Again, that does not sound like it's running 100%. Hopefully he can still get a finish out of it, though. They were messing with it last night, and Kenneth Cozine stopped me. We were chatting a little bit, and he had worked on 3 or 4 buggies that night. He said, mine's not done, but I've worked on plenty here. So,
hey, that's the kind of friend you want to have around at the races.
I said, you're just storing up time for when yours breaks.
That's right. Wow, DC having a little trouble at the top of the Mickey Thompson Mountain here. I think, like Matt said, that top ledge has just gotten more and more dug out as the day has gone on. It's gotten taller as the day has gone.
There he goes. Motor came alive there.
All right, DC finishing both courses today. Nicely done. With a 142.671.
All right, that looks like that's going to wrap up our limited class. We'll be headed over to our limited class. Should be still a great day race. I think we have 6 of our limited class buggies going to be coming up with us. Again, that was DC Thompson wrapping up our unlimited class. As Bree does some quick monkey math there for us.
See if I can give you guys a quick rundown here. Yes. All right, I think I've got it. So Wade Good had the fastest time on course 2 with a 76.
Wow.
Followed by Cooper Bentley with an 84. Timothy Bacon with an 87. Nick Reich with a 92.4. And Dustin Medley with a 92.9. Those are your top 5 for course 2. And that does wrap up our day of racing for the unlimited bouncer class. Thank you guys for joining us on Hillside Live. And we will be back with the limited class.
We'll see you guys.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, we're back again. This is the start of our second course at our second race of the season for our limited class. Again, you might recognize that rock bounce if you've been watching for a long time. This is the limited class, and that is Big Tim Bacon's rig, sitting there on that race line starting gate.
Starting things off for us in Big Red.
Oh! Dang
no.
It. Big Red has not been flipped upside down in quite a while. So, unfortunately...
so it was about due?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was. Wait till I see Big Tim. That front end just picked up, carried up a little too tall. Show you that Amsoil quick replay there. Keith down there doing recovery. Again, Big Red coming up there, and that front end just lifted up just a hair too much as he powered into it. Unfortunately, a little too late there. Taylor, you are ornery, I tell you.
All right, guys, we are waiting on a course clear. We had somebody drop a cooler down there.
Snacky snacks for life, okay?
You never know. You never know what's going on race day. We'll let them collect their things and get out of the way.
They were good.
All right, here we go with Dustin Carter on the course.
There we go. Again, that rock section has kind of played havoc all day, and I felt like it was a lot smoother previous years, but it definitely had trouble with it today. We watched our UTV Bounty Series guys kind of blast through it.
All right, guys, just a reminder, you are watching the limited bouncer class with Dustin Carter on the course. Dustin did have our fastest time from round 1. Nice.
There you go. Not too shabby.
There we go. Making quick work of that course.
Nicely done.
That beautiful. That's a 101.204 for Mr. Dustin Carter. His neon green chassis.
Chad Darty on the line now.
There we go. Checking it up on these ledges here.
This is Chad's first season racing with us. He did join us one time in the VIN class last year, I believe, filling in for a buddy. And now that we've got the limited class for this year, he decided to get in on the fun for the season.
Making that deep, wide turn there. Again, this is the limited class, so rear steer is not allowed.
Yeah, a couple of the other requirements or guidelines for the limited class. Like Matt said, no rear steer, and then they have to have 2 of the 3 of number 1, OEM engine, 2, no power adders, and 3, single shock per corner. So 2 of those 3 and no rear steer.
Go, baby, go.
There,
out
nice.
the top.
All right, they did work our way down. Thank you very much. We got an update on Clayton Smith. He said, can I go again? But he was completely alert.
Nice run from Chad Darty. With a 128.030. That means Justin Hoback is going to wrap up our limited bouncer class and our day of racing here at Wildcat.
All right, without further ado, we have what we call the grand finale. For Indy Wheels, their still stop right here. Justin Hoback.
Justin Hoback in Showstopper 2.0, and he is also going to be the show finisher for today.
Well played.
Wrapping up our day of racing. This is Justin's second time ever racing in a bouncer. First time at Windrock a few weeks ago. He doesn't have a whole lot of seat time in it yet, but hey, like Matt likes to say, there's no seat time like race seat time.
Yep.
And Justin's getting it right now.
Heck yeah. And that's true. Again, Timmy Cameron told me that once. He said there's no seat time like race seat time. Getting out here, your adrenaline's pumping, you're in front of a crowd, the timers are running. If you're rolling down a hill, guys are cheering you on. You know, it is really awesome. And again, you know, shout out to all of our limited class guys coming out here and braving this. And they're doing the exact same course that the regular bouncers are doing. So just to be clear, these guys, some of these are first time they're hopping in a big bouncer, you know, or first time taking it out for a while. And they're racing the same course that the unlimited class races. So shout out to all those guys and just, you know, massive props to them.
Definitely.
Justin, this is, I think, the second time he's probably sat in this bouncer.
Yep.
So,
close
you know,
to it.
Watching him get out there and kind of lay it down is just, you know, makes me super happy. Again, Justin does so much behind the scenes for us. Him and his wife, Haley, definitely do an awesome, awesome job. His kids both race. There we go. Come on.
And it can be a fairly big learning curve, you know, to go from a UTV to a bouncer. Not only the power difference, but just the size and getting used to the kind of the new spatial awareness of where your tires are, you know, and what your wheelbase is and where you need to put things and how you need to approach obstacles.
I think you're right. I think that's a massive learning curve. You got a lot bigger tires. You can kind of rip over stuff, but unfortunately, you don't. The power to weight ratio may not be as good as a side by side, depending on how much power you have in your bouncer. Good job!
Nice.
Come on! Heck yeah!
Come on, Justin. You can do it. To the finish line. I had to say it one more time for today.
I appreciate it. That's a 179.169 for Justin Hoback. And that Hoback Racing team, again, there's a handful of those guys and gals that are out here for that Hoback Racing team. So that was an awesome long day of racing in the bouncer class and did not go the way I thought it would. So a wild, wild day of racing. I know we're going to do podiums here shortly. But
let me go ahead and give you guys that rundown from our limited bouncer course 2. Dustin Carter had the fastest time with a 1:01, followed by Chad Daugherty with a 1:28, and Justin Hoback with a 1:79. Like Matt said, we do have podiums to go do. Thank you guys for joining us today on Hillside Live. A lot of you were here for the whole day of racing. It was a lot of fun getting to conversate and interact with you guys. So we will be back at Hot Springs April 11th and 12th.
It's like a few weeks away.
Yeah,
it's not
too long. So hopefully we'll be able to see you guys then. You can always head to nationalrockracing.com to get caught up on the point standings and our calendar of events for the rest of the season. See you guys.
We'll see you guys.